Wait, what? Huh, interesting. In the beginning of this video, you guys saw nothing too crazy, just a fast fall down air into F tilt 1 grenade into a double jump up air for the kill. And this is something that we like to call the Dio's way of using down air in neutral and in advantage disadvantage. And we're going to be going over that in this video and how to actually use down air just like Dio, because this is the future of down airs. If you guys like the content, like and subscribe, and I have other social media platforms down below: Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, etc. Let's go ahead and get right into it. For those who do not know, Dio is considered as one of the best snakes in Japan, next to Shogun, and some would say even better than Shogun. He has performed very well, though he does not go to many tournaments, but he is definitely an amazing snake player, and we are going to be looking at the way that he uses down air. The way Dio uses down air is very intricate. The way that he lines it up, the positioning, and just as well as whether he's fast falling it or not fast falling it. It's very important to know that the way that Dio uses down air is very dependent on the situation, and we'll be seeing that in some of these clips. The way that Dio uses the down air is by making sure he's landing with the grenade, and if the opponent is next to him, he will cancel the landing with a down air in order to try and hit the opponent. But you must make sure the opponent is next to you. The reason why Dio tends to use this option a lot is because of how fast the attack comes out. As you can see, down air comes out frame 3. You tie that in with the universal jump squat of 3 frames, that means this move comes out on frame 6. Another thing to mention is the reason why you want to use this move when the opponent is close is because of the fact of its hitbox. You can see the down air has a better hitbox in front rather than behind, and it does not travel horizontally as far as the hitbox goes. There is not much of a horizontal hitbox. So it's very important to keep in mind that your opponent needs to be close to you in order to go for the down air. You can, however, move forward with the down air in hopes of hitting your opponent. This could, however, lead into you missing and potentially getting punished. The way to perform Dio's down air, it comes with a couple of steps. The first thing you need to do is land with a grenade in hand. In doing so, once you land, you shield and then you press the jump button. The better you are at timing, the less you'll see the shield bubble, and so on and so forth. Once you get the timing down, after the jump, you are instantly doing a down air. That is how you do the Dio down air. A couple of things to note is that the first thing is if you do it quick enough, you'll pick up the grenade. This is generally not needed and not really something Dio looks for, because if you do get the fast fall, you can lead into F tilt 1 or jab into the grenade and then get an easy follow-up that way, just for extra damage. There are a lot of ways that you can also implement the Dio down air. It does not necessarily have to be off of a B reverse, but one thing is to note that he generally does it with a B reverse, something like that. He'll also do it walking maybe, but you don't see that too often. But that is an option as well that you could use as a mix-up. He also does it off of a B reverse such as this, off of this, like mentioned previously, and so on and so forth. So those are the main ways you're going to see the down air. He does, however, decide to change up his down air by either fast falling it or just fully committing to the full down air. Whatever you think is going to be easier and the best option for that time being in that situation that you're in is going to help you in regards of playing the game. Now, one thing is to note for sure is if you do not have the best timing, you'll more than likely get a full hop down air. And that is something to note too, because if at any reason at all you're playing a shorter character or a shorter opponent, such as Pikachu, Squirtle, etc., you could have a harder time in landing that down air. So it's very important to make sure that you are going to be good at short hop down airing in that situation. The faster you are at performing the down air, the better you are going to be at getting the short hop. And outside of that, the only other thing to mention as well is, again, with mixing it up, you can either fast fall it, you can drift in order to make it as safe as possible, just in case your opponent does happen to end up shielding it. Now, considering how tricky this setup is, a lot of opponents are generally not ready for this type of mix-up to just see a down air come out. Now, as tricky as it is, it definitely does have its flaws as well. And that's why with Dio, he makes sure to actually mix it up based on this style of gameplay that he has. Dio's secondary option is not only in regards of just the down air, is also a down tilt. The down tilt has the ability to reach farther horizontally than the down air is. So you must make sure that you're looking at your opponent to see where are they positioned, how far they are from you, and decide if the down air or the down tilt is going to be the most effective option. Dash attack is also another effective option as well. Now with dash attack, you also have to make sure that you're not going to be put in a bad spot if you end up missing or if your opponent ends up shielding. Dio usually uses down tilt because it's much safer on shield, considering Snake is in a crouching position, as well as the hitbox being so disjointed. There's a lot of range for you to not end up being punished because of the spacing. Now with those two options, he also has back air. Back air is another good option. Horizontal hitbox, longer than the down air, and it's really good at calling out jumps. And also you can mix up the timing by fast falling or not fast falling it as well. Dio also likes to throw out neutral every once in a while, but generally you'll be seeing the down tilt or the back air and possibly a dash attack. With Dio jumping around as well, he's going to have a plethora of options in order to mix up the opponent. In this case, you'll always leave the opponent guessing with this type of playstyle because they're never going to know what exactly you're going to do, whether it's going to be a down tilt, a dash attack, an aerial, or anything else like that as well. So it's very important to keep in mind that the more you mix it up, the better you're going to be at actually landing more of these aerials versus your opponent, because they're just always going to be guessing in these situations and not knowing what exactly you're going to pull out. With this newfound way of using down air, now that you guys have seen how Dio actually uses the down air, other Snake players have been using the down air as well, such as Shogun and other types of Snake players as well. So it's important to note that it is a good option to have at your arsenal in regards of catching your opponent off guard. So in this case being said, I hope you guys learned something today. I do want to give a special thanks to DJ, who helped me in regards of getting these clips and for studying Dio for so long. Feel free to check out his Twitter in the description down below as well. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you all on the next one.
Never duplicate you, never multiply two. Everyone copy and paste, mask all up in on their face. Disney fantasy and PH, they are cool with their complaints. You feel it in you, then you brush it off you. Insignificant, but you got something we want, and your whole life is a taunt, cause you will not just comply. Waking up for your day.